the sheep there. There's no fence here, so we're just kind of out here in the middle of the dark with some sheep. Point it that way, maybe get a little bit closer. And let's walk that way a little bit so we can see the moon. No, where the red things are. So all the white, red things are sheep and the blue background. I don't know why it says it's only 9 degrees, but this other thing says it's 34 or 35. You can see them kind of scattering. We're not really that close to them, but they're a little disturbed by it, so we're going to leave them alone now. But just demonstrating the thermal imagery here, the FLIR. This is a pretty cheap one that just plugs right into your cell phone, and so I can't really see things in the distance that well. But we're out here squatching. We're in an area well known for Sasquatch in the Uinta Mountains. So there's the sheep. Could you shine the herd a little bit? Because it doesn't show up that well. Only at the, yeah, so there's a lot of sheep there. Just kind of run it back and forth. Yeah. So anyway, we're not going to bother them anymore, but there's the sheep. So we're up here in the Uinta Mountains, and we found a structure. I'm guessing it's human, but I'll let you decide. And there it is, by a creek. We're, well, not that far off of a trail, but we're kind of still a little bit of an odd spot, but anyway, my guess is human, but still worth, I guess, documenting. Okay. So there's Lamont Peak. And I'm not sure which is which from this angle, but I think there's Osler Peak maybe in the center. Maybe Spread Eagle Peak. The flat one on the far left might be Hayden. And the one on the right might be A1. Maybe 9. So this is Scow Lake in the Uinta Mountains. We hiked up from Christmas Meadows. It's a horribly difficult hike. The worst part is all the down dead trees. The second most difficult part is the steep slope, and I guess on top of that, the third worst thing is the elevation. And we also had really heavy full packs on with sleeping bags and tents and everything off trail. I would not recommend it really at all. Don't try it. At least I'm don't think I'm going to try it again from this angle. There is another actual trail coming from another direction that goes to Scow Lake, but from Christmas Meadows there is no trail. Anyway, just documenting it to show we actually did it. And yeah. So we're right by Scow Lake in the Uinta Mountains. This may be natural, it may not be, not sure. You're welcome to look it over and decide. There's a little more going on over here and here. But the thing is, in the Uintas there's so many downed trees and dying that it's hard to tell because there's so much deadfall to begin with. Occasionally you can see something that definitely was absolutely manipulated, but then it becomes a question, was it humans or was it, Sasquatch? So here's the view coming back down from Scow Lake in the Uintas. Okay. We finally got to a creek. We kept going down for several hours. Now we're on the bottom of the drainage, and we're going to follow it the rest of the way down, or at least try to do some semblance of that. Okay. This is fairly squatchy in here. Go over here. Maybe natural, perhaps, but there it is. So we have this for your consideration. There's 5 different, let me set this down, 5 different branches that are involved in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's this 5th one down here. So that's rather interesting. And here it is from a little further back, and you have some other things going on over here. And then there's a you can see from here there's one that's bent over. So anyway,
As you can see, I'm bringing down the forest with me.
So we have a huge mushroom of some sort here. You can see my foot for comparison. It's right by this stream or creek. So we have here a big fat typical X, and I noticed that the root ball is straight up in the air, so it's kind of odd that it's arranged that way. You'd think if it grew there, root ball would be down here, but that's not what we're seeing. And it's, yeah, a little bit weird. I notice there's a rock on top of some stumps or some logs there. I don't know if that's anything, but in conjunction with this, it looks like things have been moved around potentially a little bit. And we got some other leans and things going on down over here. About to slip. Anyway, that's all for now. Hayden Peak, Uintas.